Hi, my name is John Gayuma. This video is about basic safe cargo operation on tankers. Preparation for loading. Confirm if vessel can carry the type and amount of cargo safely by checking vessel cargo capacity and tank and segregation requirements. Consult the cargo trim and stability book. There may be restriction with regard to cargo distribution and stability in hypothetical damage condition. The cargo tanks are normally inspected and approved prior to loading. The master and all personnel in all cases must be aware of cargo ship information that has been given and comply with relevant safety procedures. Master must ensure that the precaution required by the company safety management system and relevant checklists are fully observed. Loading. The quantity and grade of the cargo to be loaded has been agreed. High and high level alarms must be operational and switched on. Loading must start at a low rate. The officer on duty is obliged to carry out the loading in accordance with the instructions received from the chief officer, which should at least encompass the agreements with the loading master as well as the surveyor. Some cargoes loaded in hot climates are chilled and cause bulkheads to sweat on loading. Deballasting. Ballasting or deballasting is a process by which seawater is taken in and out of ship when the ship is at the port or at the sea. The seawater carried by the ship is known as ballast water. Ballast or ballast water is seawater carried by a vessel and its ballast tank to ensure its trim, stability, and structural integrity. Ballast tanks are constructed in ships with piping system and high capacity ballast pumps to carry out the operation. Transport. If stored nitrogen is relied upon, it must be confirmed prior to sealing that the ship has sufficient nitrogen on board to be able to comply with the inerting requirements. Regular check on tanks contents should be made to detect an unexpected change in liquid level. Preparation for discharge or discharge. The following measures have to be taken prior to discharging operation, commencing with particular attentions being paid when the cargo is highly toxic, flammable, or both. Ensure cargo temperatures correct, high, high viscosity, and solidifying substances. Continue, reduce close tank heating on relevant tanks. If relevant instruments are ready for use, prepare and post cargo. Description, prepare discharge plan. It is essential that the accommodation is kept under positive pressure to prevent the entry of hydrocarbon vapors. The operation and sanitary and galley extraction fans will cause a vacuum and therefore the air conditioning system intakes must not be kept fully closed. Inerting. And we know that oxygen is omnipresent. The only thing stopping the completion of fire triangle will be the source of ignition. Considering what is at stake, the safety of the tankers cannot rely on just one single barrier. For this reason, the oxygen level inside the cargo tanks need to be such that even if the source of ignition is accidentally present, the fire triangle will still not complete. The process of reducing the oxygen level in the cargo tank is called inerting. Oxygen content to less than 8% is required to be in the tanks containing flammable cargoes. Ballasting. Ballast helps in immersing the rudder, supporting the maneuverability of vessel and also reducing the exposed hull surface. The ship continually uses fuel and water from its tank, leading to weight loss. The ballast operation helps in compensating for the weight loss. Tank cleaning. Tank cleaning is the process of removing hydrocarbon vapors, liquid, or residues from cargo tanks. On board a tanker, tank cleaning may be required for one or more of the following reasons: to carry clean ballast, to gas-free tanks for internal inspections, repairs, or before entering the dry dock, to remove sediments from tank top plating. Tank inspection. Enclosed spaces are a fundamental component to the ship's structure and are also circuitously critical for the economics of running the shipping company. A large part of the ship earnings in the form of cargo, dry as well as wet, is exhumed from large void space commonly known as tanks within the configuration of the ship. As a matter of the fact, the steel tanks aid with the ship stability, especially when stability is associated with juggling between filling and discharge of fuel oil or water as ballast. Domestic.